Sorry?
Every other time I stop, I can see the hairs on the back of the head. I can't see them anymore now.
Well, you'd rather not. You'd rather not see the hairs on the head.
Turning left.
And turning left, please.
Don't see many bikes out today, have we? Nice warm day like today. I thought I'd see loads of them.
Stoney, if there was a bike alongside us now, what would you do?
I'd wave at them.
You'd wave at them?
Yeah.
You mustn't ever wave at any cyclists or pedestrians.
No, I just wave at them. I'm proud of them. I'm stopped.
No, Tony, you mustn't ever beckon pedestrians or cyclists because...
No, I just had a wave at them, say hello.
But they can misinterpret that signal,
Oh.
and then you can force them on oncoming traffic and cause them to...
I'll tell you what I did have on my last lesson.
What happened?
I had a cyclist ahead of me and he looked over his right shoulder. And the next minute he turned in front of me.
Okay. So Tony, if we just imagine if we came to this new road here and we had a cyclist alongside us and he turned his head over his right shoulder, what could you anticipate of that?
Oh, I know now because it happened last week.
Okay, so what would you anticipate?
He turned. He turned in front of me.
Okay, so what would you do then in a situation like
I'll
that?
slow down.
You slow down, okay. That's good, because
It's
otherwise
not a good enough answer. Coming out of roll. It's not a good enough answer. What's anticipation? I've always told you this. Anticipation is what?
Something that's going to happen.
No, anticipation is mirrors, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah? Think back to the hazard perception test, yeah? If I see something I need to be anticipating, then I may have to react to. What's the first thing I'm going to do?
Mirrors.
Yeah.
So if we had a cyclist alongside here now, and he looked over his right shoulder, what could you anticipate, and what would be the first thing you'd do?
Oh, anticipate he's going to turn.
Okay, so if you anticipate that, what would be the first thing you'd do?
Oh, I'll slow down.
You'd slow down. Before you slow down, you'd check your mirrors.
I'll
first.
check the mirrors, yeah.
Yeah, you check your... See? These pedestrians.
He's a national pedestrian now.
Well, pedestrians can walk anywhere, Tony, so that's why we're anticipating what these pedestrians might be doing. We've got pedestrians alongside here. I mean, if they looked over their right shoulder now, what could you possibly anticipate, Tony?
He might step on the pavement.
Exactly. And what would be the first thing you do then,
She
Tony?
might drop that shopping bag.
Exactly.
I'll check the mirrors, won't I, before you start going into one.
Exactly. So you check the mirrors first, and then you ease off your speed and let them go if they're committed their right onto the road. Okay. And what do we have ahead of us here, Tony? Alongside us on the left. Can you see well ahead?
Oh, yeah.
A cyclist.
Oh, we have seen a cyclist. Oh, he's on the pavement.
He's on the pavement. So what if he just looked over his right shoulder now? What could you anticipate with that, Tony?
Oh, he's going to come out in front of me.
So what would be the first thing you do, Tony?
Slow down.
No, what would be the
Oh,
first
check the mirrors, yeah.
You check the mirrors first, and then you'd slow down, wouldn't you, Tony?
Not in front of me slowing down, the car behind hits him, is it? Or hits me.
Exactly. Because that would be the consequences if you fail to check your mirrors. There's a car coming right behind us.
Yeah, I remember that. Anticipation is always mirrors, isn't it?
Exactly. Anticipation is always linked with your mirrors, Tony. Mirrors first, then speed. Okay?
Yeah.
So the pedestrian standing there, could we have anticipated him waiting to cross?
No, he's no problem.
So show me that tyres and tarmac and put
Right.
this car in front again and turn. Excellent, well done. And why is it important that we've got this clearance distance between the car in front of us?
Well, I can see down the other side, which I find is quite useful. And if they break down, then you don't have to get out and push them out of the way, do you?
Exactly. Don't have the strength in my arms to do that.
You know?
Sure you don't have as well in your old age, so what would we be?
On top of that, the great big hairy chest you have, you ever push anything?
I don't think so.
You want to be nasty? Just nasty back here.
My hairy chest.
If you can't take it, don't dish it out, yeah?
Okay, so Tony, if we had like that bus in front of us, if that was in front of us and we had to stop in front of behind that bus, where would you stop?
Oh, I'd use the rear end of the bus and tarmac, yeah?
Excellent, well done. And why is that? Why would you do that? What's the reason behind that?
Well, so I can...
And why are you using the overhang of the bus rather than the tyres and tarmac?
Because the tyres are about 15 foot forward, isn't it?
Exactly, well done. Just thinking, sort of.
I presume that'd be the same with a lorry as well, wouldn't it?
Exactly, yeah. Any large vehicles, any sort of that have an overhang like this yellow bus here. My kids normally would have just punched me because they've seen a yellow bus.
No, yeah, don't punch me.
No, I won't punch you, no. Again, just show me that tyres and tarmac.
All right.
does that feel? How does that feel
That
to
feels
you?
very good.
It's good. It's good. Drop back your speed, Tony, from the car in front.
Speed.
Drop back your position from the car in front, Tony. Slow
I'm
down.
too close.
What would your normal distance be in front of a vehicle?
No, only if wheel brakes 2-second rule.
Okay. Show me that tyres and tarmac, Tony. Okay, any vehicle at a speed of under 30, anything over 30, sort of at 30 miles an hour speed, you'd have a clearance distance of about 6 car lengths, Tony. Would you say that was 6 car lengths when you drove just that there?
No.
Okay. And I think about 20 miles and over, it'd be about 3 car lengths.
Turn right, all the way around the roundabout, back down the other side.
Turn right all the way around, back around the roundabout, please. If you shot up that, you came really close to the car in front there, Tony. What could the consequences of you being so close to him? I mean,
Well, I suppose if he stopped, I might not be able to stop.
Exactly. So if he slammed his brakes on him for an emergency in front, what would possibly happen to you for being that close behind him?
Probably hit him, wouldn't
Exactly. You'd probably hit right into the back of him, cause yourself a lot of damage.
it? So it's always 3 car lengths or only if wheel brakes 2-second rule, is it?
No, it isn't always. I mean, if you're at a 30-mile road here and it's quite clear and open to do 30 miles an hour, then you'd be about 6 car lengths in front of the car. But obviously, again, if it's, like I said, if it's tighter space, then you've got to lower the pace. So it might be effectively times where you might have to do 15 to 20 miles an hour speed, and you know.
Yeah, but it's always the same. It's never going to change.
It will change if the weather's, when there's conditions like this. That would
Yeah, it's
be
a lovely day, isn't it?
It is a lovely day, yeah. But if it was raining and wet, then you'd double that space,
Yeah.
distance, sorry, for the car in front. But if it was icy and really bad conditions, show that tyres and tarmac.
Oh yeah.
Excellent, yeah, that's good. Then you would do that distance 10 times, sort of more.
I'll leave the car at home on a nicey day.
Oh, it's not recommended to drive in such bad conditions anyway, isn't it? Be home and safe and tucked in a warm blanket. But yes, if it was raining and windy conditions, then you would double that distance with the vehicles in front of you. Okay. So anything like over 40 miles an hour, anything over 30 miles an hour, the 2-second rule will come in. But again, if it was a rainy condition, really poor conditions, then you'd basically double that to a 4-second rule. Okay, so you'd say that only fools break the 2-second rule. You'd say that twice after passing that, so you don't pass that statute.
Oh, in Ireland I remember my brother said to me when he learned to drive in Ireland, his instructor told him to just say only if wheel brakes the 4-second rule.
What? Say that one time?
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be a 4-second rule, would it? And obviously, because you're.
Yeah, but it's easier saying only if wheel brakes 2-second rule twice, isn't it?
Well, I suppose you could say it's slower.
My brother's a character, he is.
Yeah, I can see where you get your sort of characteristics from as well.
He did take 6 tests before he passed.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll pass in your first.
Yeah. I'm not as Irish as he is.
Just show me that adequate clearance. The distance between the car in front of you now.
Oh, yeah. He just well had it there, wasn't it? Because he stopped.
Exactly. Just show me the distance between the car in front now and here.
About 20 miles an hour, about 3 car lengths, isn't it?
Exactly, well done. And why is it important, Tony? That's the distance we use.
If he stops, I've got to be able to stop, haven't I?
The distance that you can see to see to be clear. Hold on. Just I told you, Tony.
Oh, sorry.
So how are you judging the
Oh yeah, that reference point.
Yeah, that was really close with that bus there, just there.
That's right.
It's okay. So how are you judging that again, Tony?
Yeah, my reference point for my normal driving position.
And what's that, Tony?
And turning right.
And turning right, Tony.
That's a meter from the curb.
Exactly. And why is it important to be a metre away from the curb, Tony?
So I don't hit the curb. So if I'm not a metre away from the parked cars,
Mm-hmm.
I can hit the parked cars.
Just like we could have done with that yellow bus.
Yeah.
So we really shaved that car, didn't we?
Yeah. I I just forgot about it, sorry.
Just show me that again, yeah.
I've remembered it now, I just forgot that.
Okay, that's good. And just show me the tyres and tarmac for the stopping behind this vehicle in front, please. Excellent, well done.
Turn left.
And turning left, please. What could you anticipate with this lady here?
She's standing there quite happy and around, and she no problems to me.
So what could you anticipate with these pedestrians all over here? That little child there, little Johnny there.
Check my mirrors.
Yeah. And what would be the first thing that you do, Tony?
Check the mirror.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was wondering a bit. The other pedestrians didn't worry me too much.
But that little child did, didn't
Yeah.
he? Because obviously I didn't see his mother with him, and he could have just shot into the road, just zoomed into the road. And
He might be an orphan.
you could have saved him,
Yeah.
checked your mirrors, come off the gas, and reduced your speed and stopped for him, and then taken him in your car and taken him home.
Yeah, you could have adopted him, couldn't you?
You could have adopted him because you haven't got any children, have you?
Sorry?
You haven't got any children, so you could have adopted him. I've got 5.
I'm on a dole. I can't afford to have children.
Of course you can. You'll get extra money.
You got loads of money.
You can
I get
live off more
benefits, won't I? I get benefits, won't I?
taxpayers' money.
Yeah.
Adopt a child. Is that nice? So we've got
And we're going to take the next turning to the right.
I'm going to take the next turn to the
Oh,
right.
he was very close to the edge of the
Right,
curve.
exactly.
wasn't
So
he?
we're anticipating exactly what's happening next. There's a lot of pedestrians everywhere here, aren't there, Tony?
Yeah.
Okay, so Tony, would you go in front of this car now?
No, I'm okay with that. The way bumps it up, I'm pretty good with.
Crossing the car.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so can I anticipate possible meeting situations here, Tony? If there was a car coming now, where would you hold back?
I'll back about there.
Okay. Why is it important that we hold? How are you judging to hold back there, Tony?
What do you mean now?
Sorry, how are you
Turning right.
turning right? Why is it important to hold back there?
Oh, so I got meant to let the car get through, didn't it?
Okay, and how are you judging that? The judgment of your hold back position.
Oh, about 2 car lengths. Stay as near to left centre as I can.
Excellent. And before you pull in, what's the first thing you do?
I'll check their mirrors.
And when you pull out again, Tony, what do you
Check
do?
their mirrors, they're really important, aren't they?
Exactly.
I've learned that today.
Oh, that's good. As long as you've learnt something, Tony.
Breathe.
That was bad, wasn't it?
Grand.
Was it?
Brilliant. Well done.
Was it?
Oh, come on, you know it was good.
Honest to God, that's just like...
Very good, very good. Yeah, there's a couple of small little things you can improve on.
The mirrors.
Yeah, but obviously you know it's an important part of the routine, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've done it enough times to save yourself, but you know, it's very important. Mirrors for everything, yeah? Anticipation is mirrors.
Anticipation is mirrors, exactly.
Always remember that. You know, if I see something ahead that it is looking that it may cause me a problem, I need to know what's happening behind. I've got to tie that in. In the same way, you hammered me on the mirrors before the meeting situations, yeah? And that was
You
good.
were about to go, weren't you, without checking them?
Well, of course I'm going to have a little... I'm always going to try and do what you don't want me to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you were very proactive. Okay, I cut you out with the tyres and tarmac once, but then afterwards you didn't let go. You were like a dog with a bone, yeah. Yeah, you got cut out on that. Yeah, you were very proactive with me trying to get up the back end of the car in front of me. That was moving. You were very proactive, got me to drop back. Yeah, you were pretty much proactive, but with all of it, the meeting situations. I thought it was a really good lesson. Really good lesson.
Do you like me now?
Sorry?
Do you like me?
No, I
now?
never like it, but I'm gonna for. No, that is very good.
You
Very
just
good.
like Alison, don't you? Poor Saira Bano.
You know, Alison's husband's probably watching this, don't you?
I don't care, that's the truth.
Sorry?
You like her, and that's just that.
Sorry?
I said you like her, and that's just that, isn't it? There's nothing I can do about that.
There's only one person that I like is Nico, yeah?
Nico.
Yeah, me and Nico are like that, yeah?
His missus could be looking at this too, couldn't she?
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, I'm sure she'd care.
Like, we'll give that a pause
Put it
before
on.
you get this blood bloody home.
Sorry, Nico.